Thanks for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And now let's get into this podversation. What's up, everyone? We're going to have a conversation about Nick Cannon. Now, this story has been out for a little minute now, and I thought long and hard whether I was going to even talk about this, but I'm honestly not going to spend a whole lot of time on this topic because, to be honest with you, it doesn't warrant that much time, and I'm not going to be one of those people that makes a 45 to an hour and a half long conversation or video or podcast or whatever to analyze Nick Cannon and all of the things that he said versus history and all of those different things. I'm just going to read some things that he said, and then I'm just going to give you my synopsis on it, and I really want to know what you guys think about it in the comment section. So recently he was interviewed on The Breakfast Club and was talking about all of his children. He has fathered a lot of kids with a lot of different women as of recent, and it has definitely been a topic of conversation for a lot of people. Now, it's one of those things that it's not uncommon, of course, because we all know that there are a lot of kids out there that are siblings that have, fathers they don't even know. And they may have siblings that they don't even know, because it's back to that old saying, mama's baby, papa's maybe. It's like a man can, drop a load anywhere, and you or that man may never even know he had a kid, or the woman may have trouble trying to find the guy that fathered the child. Or sometimes it's like the Maury Povich situation where it's a process of elimination, and they're testing after testing after testing different men, and you're not the father. No, you and the baby have the same chin, and then the test comes out and it's not the father, and the guy is running across the stage cheering and hollering and doing cartwheels and happy. He's not the child's father. But the things that he was saying is just so irresponsible, and I'm definitely someone that believes in marriage. I am in a marriage, and I definitely believe in it, and there are a lot of people that are in marriages should not be in marriages. There are people who have gotten married, never should have gotten married to the people that they got married to, and they give marriage a bad name. So when you have so many people that have gotten into marriages and they should not have ever gotten married to the people that they got married to, or they did it for a lot of the wrong reasons, or all of these other different things, and then you have a high divorce rate, it does give marriage a bad name. But there are a lot of people that have had successful marriages, and to be honest with you, a lot of the reasons why you won't hear or see anything from the people who have genuinely true successful marriages is because they don't want people all up in their business, and they don't want people trying to break up a happy home. And I completely respect it. Trust and believe, I completely respect it. So all these people out here that have the YouTube channels or the social media accounts where every 5 minutes they're posting lovey-dovey pictures of them and their significant other, their spouse, their husband, their wife, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, or whatever, those are usually the ones that don't have really good relationships. I'm not saying 100% of them don't, of course, but a lot of times that's just for the optics and it's not real. Just saying. Well, basically, Nick Cannon said he does not subscribe to monogamy, and this was from his interview on the Breakfast Club. He explained that it was the women he's in relationships with who lead, and he is just following suit. He also questioned why it's a big deal that his children don't have the same mother. And Nick Cannon said that he doesn't subscribe to monogamy when he was asked about his children with multiple women. And he says that, and I quote, That's a Eurocentric concept when you think about the ideas of you're supposed to have this one person for the rest of your life. And really, that's just a classified property when you think about it. I don't have ownership of any of the mothers. We create families in the sense of we created a beautiful entity. It's about what exchange can we create together. I've never really subscribed to that mentality. I understand the institution of marriage if we go back to what that was about. He has 7 children with 4 different women. 4 of the children were born within less than a year since last December. He previously said on his radio show that he was having these kids on purpose. Those women, and all women, are the ones that open themselves up to say, I would like to allow this man in my world and I will birth this child. So it ain't my decision. I'm just following suit. They know how I feel. I'm not going around like, who am I going to impregnate next? The woman is always the one who leads and makes the decision. Now, that's some bullcrap. Okay, first and foremost, you're having unprotected sex with all of these different women. So that's clearly irresponsible. And 2, of course, these women don't mind letting you in their lives to impregnate them because it is a check for several years for them. It is a little bit of some temporary, sort of long-term, but temporary stability for them to get this check. And if he was some broke dude working at McDonald's, then all these chicks would be fighting in, the family court over who's going to get the most each week or every 2 weeks or however often he got paid for their child support checks, because he ain't making that much money to afford to have 7 kids. Now, we know he had 2 kids with his wife, so that alone is a bullcrap statement because he got married to Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was a larger celebrity than he was. Not saying he wasn't anything, but Mariah Carey was a larger celebrity than he was. So he didn't have a problem getting married to her, right? So was that archaic and as something he didn't subscribe to back then, and Mariah Carey forced him to get married? I think not. And Mariah Carey was the one who filed for divorce, right? So now it's archaic. Now it's a Eurocentric institution that you don't subscribe to. All of a sudden you're wearing the turbans and you're just blackety black now. And it just doesn't make any sense. He's nothing but a Rolling Stone. He's nothing but a baby daddy. And that's all it is. It's not that he's some philosopher who has found his higher self and he has realized and recognized what his sole purpose on earth is to populate and replenish the earth. It's just bullcrap. I just hate when I hear people like this who are so ignorant that talk about marriage when they really have no true concept of what marriage truly is supposed to be. And honestly, if he really did, not saying he could have saved his marriage with Mariah Carey, but Mariah Carey and he were married for, several years, and she filed for divorce. And so if he really didn't subscribe to marriage, maybe he would have been the one to file for divorce and say, you know what, I woke up to my higher self and I realized and recognized that this is a Eurocentric institution that I don't subscribe to. Yeah, I know we had these kids together and we created some beauty that we're going to replenish the earth, with these 2 kids, Monroe and Morocco or whatever the kid's name is, and let's just go about our separate ways. And hey, if you want to have some more kids, I'm available. Like, no, she wasn't going back down that road with him. She was not going to allow him to impregnate her again. And she got out of it. So I believe that Nick Cannon is full of it, and he, I believe, had his heart broken by Mariah. I truly do. I don't think that he really wanted to get divorced. I believe she was the one that really wanted it, and he really didn't have a choice in the matter. So now that he has been spurned and he has been burned in this way, now he has a jaded concept of what and view of what marriage really is, when in actuality, bro, you're not a philosopher. You're nothing but a Rolling Stone. You're just a baby daddy, and that's it. You were, doing the do with these chicks. unprotected, completely irresponsible. And now you've got all of these kids with these women, and that's what they wanted. They wanted the payday. It gets them the pictures that they can post on their Instagram accounts. Maybe they'll start YouTube channels. Maybe they will try to create some sort of monetization from this situation. And it gets them even more brand deals possibly. I just don't know, but listen, we already know that if Nick Cannon was working at McDonald's, these chicks would not be lining up to have his kids. Period. Not these chicks. Just saying. So guys, those are just my thoughts. I really would like to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next episode, I'm just being beautifully honest.